Hi everyone, Amanda here with Provost Park Pass. Why did Walt Disney make this Sleeping Beauty castle so small? Stay tuned to find out on today's episode.
Hey everybody, we have discount Disneyland tickets. That's right, we've teamed up with Getaway Today, and right now they are doing adults at kids prices. Can you believe that? Adults at kids prices. What? If you're thinking about going to Disneyland 2019 or 2020, use the link in the description to get the cheapest tickets possible. That's right, it's a price guarantee of the tickets. Thanks, Getaway Today.
The Sleeping Beauty castle has become an icon for Disney. When you watch Disney movies, what do you see at the beginning? That beautiful castle. It was the first castle built out of all the castles in all of the Disneyland park. When they were first deciding on an icon to use to kind of represent Disney, they thought about using Mickey Mouse. However, they didn't want to have Mickey Mouse maybe associated with a movie that didn't do very well, so they decided on the castle. And I'm so glad they did, because the castle has become part of Disney in and of itself. Sleeping Beauty's castle was here on opening day. It opened July 17th, 1955. This castle is largely designed from the Neuschwanstein Castle in Germany. Castles are built to be intimidating, but Walt didn't want this castle to feel intimidating to guests. He wanted it to feel warm and welcoming and inviting for everyone, so he created the castle to be smaller than usual castles. Aw, so sweet, Walt. Thanks for thinking of us. We love it. We love our castle. She's perfect. This castle is only 77 feet tall, and it is actually the smallest Disney castle out of all of the castles throughout the parks. It appears to be a little bit taller than it is thanks to a design feature called forced perspective. How this works is the design elements are larger at the base of the castle, and then they get smaller and smaller and smaller as it goes up. This design feature is actually used in many other areas in Disneyland, like the businesses on Main Street. This forced perspective is amazing, and you're able to see it from the little details in the castle. When you visit the castle, stop and look closely. Look at the huge bricks at the bottom, and then each brick, as it goes up, boop, 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 gets smaller and smaller and smaller. Really cool way to make a castle appear much taller than it really is. The coloration of Sleeping Beauty's castle has actually changed throughout the years. When it first opened, it was a pale blue, light gray color, and now it is transformed into the beautiful pinks and blues that we all know and love today. A really cool thing about the coloration is it actually helps with the forced perspective look to make the castle appear way taller than it actually is. Look closely and you'll notice that the pinks at the bottom are a lot deeper and a lot brighter and a lot richer, and then the pinks go more pale as you go up towards the castle. We love this coloration, the pinks with the royal blues. It's absolutely beautiful, and it creates the Sleeping Beauty castle that we see today. This castle actually has a working drawbridge. That's right, the drawbridge can go up and down. It's only been raised and lowered twice in its life. First on opening day, of course, and the second time was 1983 during the rededication of Fantasyland. Maybe I can do it. Here we go, let's try. The spires on the castle are real 22-karat gold leaf. It gives it that beautiful, elegant shine that every castle needs. Now, one of the spires actually isn't real gold. See if you can find out which one it is. And the story goes that they kept it that way just because Walt Disney said that Disneyland will never be completed. You might notice that many of the spires right now aren't gold, but they look like frozen icicles. That's because this castle is going through its beautiful winter wonderland transformation that it goes through every year during the holiday season. It's a phenomenal sight to see. The icicles light up at night. It's blue, it looks cold, it's icy. It's truly, truly magical. If you visit Disneyland a lot, you'll notice that this winter transformation doesn't happen just like that overnight. They do it gradually and almost realistically as the snow keeps falling on the castles, the icicles keep freezing, and before you know it, it is the most whimsical, beautiful, frozen castle on Earth. The castle is the focal point for the Disneyland fireworks, which happen throughout the year. If you're lucky, you will even see a character fly down from the Matterhorn straight to the castle. The first performer was actually 71 years old when she started her role as Tinkerbell. Now you can see many other characters, including Buzz Lightyear and some of your other popular favorites. A really cool fact about the castle is the second story is actually backwards.
When Imagineers were designing the castle, they made a model of it, and they put the second floor on backwards to see if they could trick Walt Disney. When he came in and looked at it, he wasn't tricked. He knew it was backwards, but he really liked the look of it better. He thought it looked a little bit friendlier, more inviting, prettier, and so he said, keep it the way it is. The top floor will be backwards.
If you're thirsty, one of the least used drinking fountains at Disneyland is the drinking fountain dedicated to Sleeping Beauty. Sleeping Beauty, Prince Philip, and the Three Fairies right on the side of the castle. If you want to visit this drinking fountain, go straight through the castle, turn left, and you can't miss it. It's right before the entrance into the castle. When you go past the drawbridge, right underneath the archway, look down and you will see a golden spike in the ground. This golden spike is wrongly believed to be the geographical center of Disneyland. It's not the center of Disneyland. It actually was put in place there to make sure that the castle and the drawbridge lined up with Main Street USA perfectly during the construction of the park. There are 3 entrances to the castle. This one is the main entrance, of course, where you go over the drawbridge, through the heart of the castle, and end up straight into Fantasyland. This one, to get to this pathway, go to Fantasy Fair and weave around the side of the castle. It will end up at the Bippity Boppity Boutique, right near the entrance where you can walk inside of the castle. This pathway is located near Tomorrowland, and it's actually my favorite pathway to get to the castle. You're able to pass by beautiful Snow White and her 7 dwarfs and see a magnificent waterfall. Don't miss Snow White's wishing well either. It's a great place to get engaged or make a magical wish to make your dreams come true. Once you go through this castle, you'll go underneath an arch, and don't miss a special viewing area for Sleeping Beauty's castle at the end of this pathway.
Love your guys' video, though.
Oh, thank you.
Hey, that's I'm gonna support you guys on Patreon.
We all know that Snow White is way taller than her 7 dwarfs, but when these statues were being made, they made a mistake and made all of the statues the exact same size. To combat that issue, what did they do? They used forced perspective, of course. They put Snow White way up in the top and all the 7 dwarfs in front of her to make Snow White appear larger than she really is. But fun fact, they're all the same size.
When you enter the castle through the main drawbridge, look up. Bing! You will see a coat of arms that many people mistakenly believe is the Disney family crest. It's actually not. The origins for this crest are unknown, but it is known that this was added to the castle in the summer of 1965. When you walk over the drawbridge, right before you head into Fantasyland, stop and look right and left. You will see 2 beautiful murals depicting scenes from Sleeping Beauty, of course. At the Sleeping Beauty Castle, your little ones have the opportunity to transform and become their favorite Disney prince or princess. That's right, they offer a Bippity Boppity Boutique and the Enchanted Chamber, where your little ones can come, look at these gorgeous princess dresses, check out the prince outfits, see tiaras, slippers, the whole works, and decide who they want to become. To make reservations for this, you go to the Disneyland app, or you can chance it and go see if they have any options or times available the day that you're here. There are many different packages and prizes and options for you and your little ones to choose from, but it is a magical, magical experience to become your favorite Disney prince or princess. One of the coolest parts about the castle is you can go inside. That's right, many people don't realize that the inside of the castle is open to the public to go in and explore. Now, the castle was originally empty upstairs, but it bothered Walt to have such great space go unused. So he challenged his Imagineers and they came up with the beautiful diorama of Sleeping Beauty that guests can walk through and experience for themselves. The castle walkthrough was closed in 2008, but it opened just a couple months later with a new diorama for people to walk through with amazing special effects that weren't available when it originally opened in 1957. Are you guys ready to go explore the castle? Come on, let's go inside. When you first enter the castle, you'll see the storybook open. It transports you straight into the fairy tale of Sleeping Beauty. A daughter was born and they called her Aurora. The Sleeping Beauty castle has 62 stairs. It's a big castle. When you reach the top of the castle, the story of Aurora continues to unfold right before your eyes. Check out the beautiful big storybooks as you go and the scenes depicting the images right in front of you. Starting with the king burning all of the spinning wheels in the kingdom and the three fairies taking Sleeping Beauty and hiding her in the magic forest. A lot of the effects for the scenes use the Pepper's Ghost Box illusion, which can also be found in the grand ballroom of the Haunted Mansion. This is where the three fairy godmothers put everyone to sleep. Little did Maleficent know as those fairy godmothers changed the curse into a sleeping curse. Now I want that curse. I love sleeping. All I want to do is sleep. Put me to sleep. We're now entering the corridor of the goons. Ooh, scary. Now as you walk through this castle, slow down, take your time and wait because a lot of the effects appear only sporadically and you don't want to miss a thing. As you start to head back down the stairs, this is where you'll see Maleficent in all of her power. The walkthrough ends happily ever after, of course, with Aurora and Prince Philip dancing together in love forever. But don't miss the changing dress colors. The three fairy godmothers are still trying to decide whether the dress should be pink or blue. What do you think? Pink? Blue? Sleeping Beauty? Pink? Blue? A really cool room inside the castle that most people don't even know exists is the accessible viewing experience. For those that are unable to do stairs, this gives everyone an opportunity to go inside the castle and experience the magic and the beauty of Sleeping Beauty. Let's go check it out. So cool, so pretty, I love it. We hope you enjoyed this video all about Sleeping Beauty's castle. If you want to see more videos like this, be sure to click that subscribe button. And we are doing something crazy. We are visiting every single Disney park around the world. If you want to support us in this journey, be sure to donate to Patreon. It's patreon.com/ProvostParkPass, where we can bring you more content and more Disney parks around the world. Thanks again for watching. Have a good week. I'm Amanda Provost. Bye-bye.